Thanks for joining me again. This week, Montgomery County honored the most decorated female Olympian in U.S. history, Katie Ledecky. To pay tribute to the 9-time Olympic gold medalist, we unveiled an honorary road marker, Katie Ledecky Lane, near her alma mater school, Stone Ridge School of the Sacred Heart, and we proclaimed October 17, 2024, Katie Ledecky Day in Montgomery County. Katie's a 9-time Olympic gold medalist, a 21-time world champion. Her hard work and dedication inspires swimmers and young athletes across the DMV and the nation. Katie's also an inspiration outside the Olympic-sized pool. She has represented Montgomery County with grace and excellence. On social media, she never lets the world forget the bond she formed through her local swim club, proudly telling the world that she will forever be a Palisades porpoise.
Again, thank you to everyone that's put on this day for this great honor, for the honor of thanking you. Know that when I'm up there representing Team USA, I am always thinking of Montgomery County, Bethesda, and all of you that have supported me these many, many years. So thank you.
She may have grown into a global icon, but she never forgot where she came from. I'm glad we got this opportunity as a county to show our appreciation for her accomplishments. Next week, early voting centers open ahead of this year's presidential election. In Maryland, early voting will be available from Thursday, October 24th through Thursday, October 31st, daily, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. There will be 14 early voting centers. To find an early voting location, anyone can text EV and then their zip code to 77788. If you requested a mail-in ballot, that has likely already arrived at your home. You still have time until Tuesday, October 29th, to request one. You can return them by mail or put them in one of the 58 drop boxes around the county. You can find the location of a drop box near you by going to 777vote.org. The county's Board of Elections is already at work canvassing or preparing the mail-in ballots it has received so that when the polls close on Tuesday, November 5th, the ballots that came back early can easily be processed, along with everyone else's. Board of Election leaders encourage you to vote early or to turn in your mail-in ballot as quickly as possible. If you choose to put your ballot in our drop boxes, you have until 8 p.m. on Election Day. And they're serious about the 8 p.m. thing. At 8:01, they will turn away ballots that come in. So don't be late. Starting next week, those boxes will be collected twice a day. I want to thank everyone who will help make this election successful, from the election judges to the volunteers. They keep everything moving smoothly at the polling locations and at election headquarters. This week marks 1 year since we saw a horrific incident on our roadways. Sergeant Pat Kepp was responding to reports of a reckless driver along I-270. He left his vehicle to deploy a stop stick and was intentionally hit by the driver of the speeding car as he was trying to stop that car. The suspect had many prior charges for speeding and aggressive and reckless driving, but he still had access to a vehicle. Sergeant Kepp was nearly killed and lost both of his legs that night. After 2 months, Sergeant Kepp was out of hospital and rehabbing at Walter Reed Medical Center before receiving prosthetic legs. He has worked hard to return to the Montgomery County Police Department on a limited basis. He is sharing his DUI expertise, advising other officers, and working with our alcohol beverage services to prevent the sale of alcohol to minors. His strength and dedication to our community is commendable. You should not be able to drive at outrageous speeds and go free just because we can't chase you. There has got to be a way to prevent senseless acts like this. It is not fair to the innocent people who get killed on our roads when these lunatics create accidents. We are working with our state representatives to impose more severe penalties for those who taunt our patrol officers, speed off at ridiculous speeds, and put our community in danger. These people do not simply need to be ticketed, they need to be in jail and have their vehicles impounded and their licenses taken away. Specifically, we'd like to see changes to the criminal and traffic codes that require suspects in cases like this to appear before a judge so that judges can determine if something more than a ticket is needed to deter this behavior. Sending a serious message about the severity of their actions is the only way to drive home the point that their behavior must change. The county held its first flu shot clinic this week, with more to come through November. The next opportunity for a flu shot is at the Global Health Community Health Fair this Saturday, October 19th, in Silver Spring at the Clifton Baptist Church from 10 to 2 p.m. Next week, the Universities at Shady Grove will host its second flu shot clinic from 2 to 6 p.m. on Wednesday, October 23rd. Appointments are recommended. The clinic is a partnership between our Department of Health and Human Services and the University of Maryland Medical System. I encourage everyone to get their flu shot and stay up to date with the latest COVID-19 vaccines. I've received both myself because it's the best way to keep the virus from spreading throughout your house, your office, or among family members. There have been years in which flu and RSV cases were already impacting us. Thankfully, that is not the case up to this point this year, but by no means is it a sign that we should let our guard down. Montgomery County is increasing efforts to accept more food scraps from the public for composting. The Department of Environmental Protection is working with 3 farmers markets to collect more food. Those receptacles are set up at the Baptist Central Farmers Market, the downtown Silver Spring Market, and the Olney Farmers and Artists Market. The Silver Spring Market opens at 9 a.m. every Saturday morning, while the Bethesda and Olney locations are open at 9 a.m. every Sunday. The following food scraps can be recycled at a drop-off location: bread and grains, coffee grounds and tea leaves minus the filters, cooked food, cheese and yogurt, eggshells, fruit and vegetable scraps including pumpkins, meat, fish, and bones. Recycling food scraps reduces waste and makes a positive impact on the environment. We're making it easier for residents to compost and support our zero waste goals. These efforts are about changing habits and making sure that what we get rid of gets put to good use. The county can provide information about recycling food scraps at the office or at home through the Food Scraps Recycling Program, which helps reduce the 89,000 tons of food waste produced in Montgomery County yearly. You can learn more at montgomerycountymd.gov/food scraps, or you can call 311. Montgomery County is aiming for zero waste so that we can accomplish one of my goals of closing the incinerator. This would do immense good for the environment, but as of now, removing that food waste from our trash is a key step to shutting down the incinerator. We are trying to manage solid waste materials in an environmentally sound and socially responsible manner, and we hope to get more help from the public to accomplish that. So instead of just finding locally made products at those farmers markets, I encourage everyone to take advantage of this program, collect their food scraps, and help us create a more sustainable Montgomery County. That's a wrap for today. I hope you have a great week, and I'll be back again next week.